arteries are.
No, you're not a doctor.
Dina, shut up!
There are plenty of non-doctors who know where your arteries are. Nurses, EMTs, mosquitoes.
What's the name of your horse?
Shimmer, I'm alone. Open the door.
Naming your horse Shimmer, I'm alone, open the fucking door. The poor creature. Forgetting the comma between thanks and Seattle. This is why I can't take graffiti artists seriously. Waking up a pregnant woman who just had an arrow pushed through her leg.
Is the baby?
It's okay.
How do you know?
Do you want her to get an ultrasound or something? The baby's fine. The show is dark, but it's not dark enough to kill an unborn baby, right? I don't know how long this bowl of water and towel have been here. And since one of them just showed up and the other one just woke up, they don't either. Letting Dina use this to tend to her wounds is the most dangerous thing Ellie has done since getting to Seattle.
Does she know where Abby is? Yes, but she only said 2 words. Whale and then wheel.
She also said no repeatedly.
No. I made her talk. It was easy. I just kept hurting her.
Show treats torturing people like I treat Pringles. Once you pop a kneecap, you just can't stop.
It was a long time ago, before I came to Jackson. There was a Firefly base in Salt Lake City.
Hold up. The hospital in Salt Lake City happened after you had already visited Jackson the first time. That is where Tommy gave you the information about the university, where you found the map to Salt Lake City. Just saying the difference between came to Jackson and settled down in Jackson is important to some people. And by some people, I mean me.
And he killed everyone in the hospital. Everyone.
Actually, Joel spared the 3 other medical staff in the operating room that day. Ellie may not know all the details from that day, but if Abby knew to look for Joel, then there had to be witnesses who identified him. Set designers had to kill a perfectly good soccer ball for this shot. Theater marquee misspells Abby.
Found the place you stashed Shimmer.
Oh yeah, the poor creature's been trapped in a tiny record store for 3 days. Free Shimmer!
None of this has to change things between us.
Everything changing doesn't have to change things.
Jesse would be Captain Word Usage at TVSins.
I'm gonna be a father, which means I can't die.
Premature celebration. This noisy screaming doesn't immediately attract a horde of infected. I'm starting to think they only come out when the script needs them to. You can just tell that the Wolves haven't continued with the $1.50 hot dog and soda combo.
Any word on Abby?
Not since she played golf with Joel's entire body. And it's kind of hard to sin the show properly when you know they're withholding evidence. I guess it will all make sense in 2 to 3 years.
Here we are again. You and me in bad f***ing weather.
If you're going to point out an overdependence on inclement weather to create dramatic backdrops for conflict, I guess I'll add us in for it. You had an I Spy book right there. It was right f***ing there. Motivating mural mentions mining for morals.
Let me at least just get this one off the table. Yes, I love her.
The community!
Thing I screamed when the HOA took issue with my newly purchased Wienermobile somehow makes it into the episode.
My community was beaten to death in front of me.
Technically, you arrived after Joel had already been beaten. The Seattle Great Wheel, which we see here in the distance, was built in 2012, nearly a decade after the show's outbreak started. With those kind of priorities, it's no wonder the city ended up with wolves and scars. Not thanking the Lord of Light for this super convenient luminescence. Ellie hops in the boat, starts it up, and sets off into Puget Sound without ever checking if there's enough gas in it. And a teachable moment that should have ended up on the qualified captain is scuttled. Outside of the wake from cargo ships or a tsunami created by an earthquake, you generally don't see waves that would pique the interest of Laird Hamilton in Puget Sound. I get it, you're soggy and disoriented, but you've got guns. At least try to shoot them before they grab you. Look, I'm not saying I want to see more murder, but in the game, it's hard to quantify how many people Ellie kills. But so far this season, I think she's knifed one guy in the neck, and that's it.
No, I'm not from here! I'm not a wolf! Tell them!
Kids.
The village.
The village! Leave her!
It would take mere seconds to finish executing this person that you decided needed to die based on the infallible opinion of a toddler. I'm beginning to doubt your commitment to this religion that seems to be built around the god of hammers. Oh, yeah, and Ellie's boat washed up within a few feet of her on the same exact beach. Didn't even get overturned or get smashed on some rocks. Talking about having your plot armor extend to the vehicles around you. Also, hope you enjoyed your trip to Scarligan's Island. Please never return because it was a waste of 5 minutes that did nothing in the service of this episode. Ellie still hasn't checked to see if she has fuel to make this trip. episode shines a light on this serendipitous milk crate,
I'm the one who kept you alive, right?
disregarding the significant contribution of the plot armor. Does it make sense that the same Ellie who chased Nora and beat her half to death is all surprised Pikachu face when Owen pulls a gun on her? Debate.
What? Tell me what I mean. You're doing good. You're doing really good.
This entire scene is brutal. And once again, a character is given maybe 3 or 4 minutes of screen time and leaves a huge impression. It's a good thing, unlike Ellie, I know how to take a sin out. But also, I don't like talking about the game in comparison to the show, but in this, in changing how Mel died, they absolutely fumbled one of the pivotal moments of the story. It's horrifying, it's tragic, but it robs Ellie of any agency, which she has desperately been lacking this season.
Ellie!
What the? How? Did they sew an air tag in Ellie's clothing? Even if Jesse knew she was going to the aquarium, he'd have to rescue Tommy, get a boat, sail across the harbor, and find Ellie in this giant complex. And he did all of that in time to arrive just a few minutes after she shot Owen and Mel? I'll buy mushroom zombies, but I ain't buying this harbor speed run.
But Abby gets to live.
Undervaluing the fact that you killed almost all of her friends.
But also, the thought did occur. If I were out there somewhere, lost and in trouble, you would set the world on fire to save me.
Would she, though? Just a couple of hours ago when you went to help Tommy, she was willing to leave him behind. I don't think your odds of rescue in this hypothetical situation are great, Jesse. The episode wanted to break our hearts so badly that it had someone as tactically sound as Jesse run face first into a bullet.
He killed my friend.
No, I did. I was looking for you. I didn't mean to hurt them.
It sure looked like you meant to hurt Nora.
Just let me wake up.
Counterpoint, you're already awake. Lumen Field ditched its grass in 2002 for artificial turf, so you had to rip all that out and then fill the stadium with arable soil. Seems like a lot of work just to get this shot. Great! They're gonna make me wait 3 years to relive the same 3 days. It's just like Groundhog Day, except instead of hanging out with Annie McDowell, you just watch real-time footage of Phil sitting in an empty room and staring at a timer on a wall.
I also would like to go home too.
What's the name of your horse?
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Then why didn't you?
My life is nothing I thought it should be and everything I was worried it would become because for 50 seconds I thought there was monsters on the world.
The community!
There's no need to yell and cuss. One of the two will suffice.
Huh, that's a step up.
He killed my friend.
No, I did.
How can you be so to people? How can you stand yourself?